Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Katrin and I make fitness, healthy lifestyle and wellness videos for busy women. So if you consider yourself a busy woman, whether you're a full-time corporate employee, whether you're a full-time mom, whether you're a busy student, then I'm super happy that you found your way to my channel. Today it's going to be a very cozy fall video where I just talk. So yeah, feel free to grab yourself a drink, get a nice cozy blanket, and then let's get right into this video. You are probably here because you want to be the best and healthiest and strongest and fittest version of yourself in 2025, and so do I. And I personally think it's not the best way to always just wait for January 1st. Of course, we always do have this motivation boost on January 1st, but just the blink of an eye, we're back into our daily lives, and then we just, cannot make use of this motivation boost anymore. And that's why I believe that the best time to plant the seeds for the new year, to focus on yourself and to get prepared for the new year, is in the Q4 of the year before, which is right now. So just by clicking on this video, I'm very sure that you are ready to become the best version of yourself in 2025. And here are some tips that I personally follow and that I find very helpful to make the best out of this Q4 2024 to plant the right seeds for 2025. And tip number one is to really work on your mindset right now and be really clear of what you want to achieve in 2025. You cannot start thinking about this on January 1st. You have to be clear about this now. Who do you want to be in 2025? Write it down. Who is she? What does she do? What does her normal day look like? What does she eat? What are her fitness habits? What does her job look like? So write it down in a very detailed way, how you see yourself in 2025. Even though it might not be 100% accurate in the end, life always happens and things change and things happen, but I think it's great to have a clear vision of who you want to be. Write it down, maybe even create a vision board. That's what I really like to do. I just take some images from Pinterest and then I use Canva to make a vision board and just put all of these images in one board, and then I have this clear vision that I can look at every day of how I see myself and just what I want to be like next year. And then it is super important to already show up as her now. Our brain cannot really make a difference of what is real and what is not. I think the easiest example is, imagine right now that you're biting into a really sour lemon. I can feel it right now, and this is exactly what I mean. Your brain cannot really tell the difference whether you are eating this very sour lemon right now or if it's just a thought. And this is what I mean by show up as her. Whenever you do something, like think about what this dream version of you do and then show up as her. Act as her, to not create this difference between your present self and your dream self, because you should also always be grateful of who you are right now. This is super important, to be grateful about all the small things you have in your life and not to always only think about the future. Live in the present, show up as her already, and believe me, you will be so much closer to your dream version than you could ever imagine right now. What I've also seen in a lot of other influencers' videos, what I found super impressive, is to make use of ChatGPT. You can actually go to ChatGPT and give ChatGPT all the inputs on what your dream life looks like. And then you tell ChatGPT, create the story of the day in my life as my dream self, or like in my dream life. And ChatGPT creates this super impressive story of what your day in your dream life as your dream self looks like. Guys, like I almost had tears in my eyes because I was like, wow, like this is exactly the life that I imagine for myself. So try it out. Wow, like you can even then tell ChatGPT to give you like a step-by-step guide on how to reach this, or like give you journal prompts or like positive affirmations. This is honestly unbelievable. Like, try it out, guys. Try it out today. My tip number 2 is to already start implementing healthy habits into your life right now so that they can actually become habits until 2025, right? So a routine is only a routine once you've built it. If you go to the gym for the first time, then it is not a gym routine yet. You know what I mean? So I think it would be amazing if you already had some healthy habits implemented into your life in 2025 on January 1st that you can build up on, and you don't have to like use up all of your New Year's motivation to start even building those habits. Right now, like during the whole Q4 on my Instagram channel, which is called Fit with Katrin as well, I am posting a weekly challenge with a small habit that you should implement into your week. The first week, for example, was drinking 2 to 3 liters of water every day, because hydration is super important also in winter. And then there will be other weeks where I do like get in 10k steps per day, or do 15 minutes of yoga or stretching at night. You probably won't stick to all of those habits, and neither will I, but I think it's great to try them out for a week and then decide for those that you can build up on. Like for me, for example, hydration is super important, focusing on whole foods is super important, getting in my 10k steps per day is super important to me, while I might not stick to doing yoga or stretching every night, because that's just not that much my thing. But I think you should try out different healthy habits and then decide for the ones that you want to stick to. For example, for me also, what I really want to build up on is my reading routine, because this is something that I could do better at, and I really want to like build these routines, implement those small healthy habits into my life so that I can build up on and develop them further in 2025 and not have to start from scratch on January 1st. So check out my Instagram channel and let's do this together. My tip number 3 is especially important for us busy women here, as I'm quite sure that all of you who are watching this video have a quite busy schedule, and I believe that we all should start planning more. As a busy woman, you can't just live into the day and then see at what time you can get your workout in spontaneously, or what meal you cook at night. You cannot really do it spontaneously, right? Because we're all busy. And for me, at least from my experience, when I like try to do stuff spontaneously, I'm much more likely to skip my workout. I'm much more likely to eat something fast, like junk food or like something frozen or so at night, instead of cooking a fresh meal. And that's why I always preach also on my Instagram channel to plan. Plan your workouts ahead. What I always do, I plan my week on Sundays. So I just sit down. I always plan my week with Notion. Try it out if you don't know it yet. It's a super helpful tool. I just write down, okay, let's say for example on Monday I have a team dinner. On Wednesday I am meeting a friend after work or so. So I know on these days I'm definitely not going to work out at night. So I plan my workouts in the morning. I'm more like a morning workout person anyways, you probably know, but this is just an example, right? So sit down, plan your week ahead, write down on which days you have maybe time to cook at night and do meal prep for the next 2-3 days, or on which days you can actually get your workouts in. Write it down and then stick to it. This is also super important, right? That's what I always preach. And if you have been following me for a bit longer already, maybe you can't hear this anymore, but let me repeat it once more. Schedule your workouts and your cooking sessions or whatever is important to you as if they were important work meetings. You would not skip an important work meeting, right? Because you would probably get in trouble. So treat your workouts and whatever is important to you, health and fitness wise, just like important work meetings. Because prioritizing health, wellness, fitness is just as important as work. So start planning, and in whatever form you like to do it, you can figure it out, right? I mean, it's only October, you have 3 more months. You can figure out whether you would like to do it in a digital way, whether you would like to get like a planner that you can take with you. However you like to do it, that's totally up to you. Figure it out. Now's the best time to figure it out. You have 3 more months, not completely even, but 3 months, they are not much, but 3 months are enough to set yourself up for success and figure out the little things, the routines, what time you want to work out. Are you more a morning workout person like me? Are you more a night workout person? So these are all things that you can figure out in 2024 before 2025 is starting. And as my channel is and will always be about fitness and nutrition, let me give you 2 more tips that are around these topics. So first of all, movement. Movement is so important. It might not be your ambition to become a full-time athlete, right? Like neither do I want to become a full-time athlete. but movement is such a big and important part of my life. My channel is also around fitness and nutrition, and it is my dream to become a full-time content creator around fitness and nutrition. This might not be you, but still prioritize movement. Movement is so important for your physical health, for your brain, for your organs, for everything, but also for your mental health. And I'm quite sure that you can only build your dream life if you also work on your mental health, and movement is a big part of that. So figure out which kind of movement do you like, right? This is also something that you now have the last 3 months of 2024 for to figure this out. Are you more a Pilates yoga girl? Are you more a lifting girl? Are you more a running girl? Figure this out. For me, I have really figured out for myself by now that my number one love will always be lifting heavy weights, but I also like to go on like 1-2 runs per week. For me, I have really set up a fixed workout routine now, and I'm sure you can do this too. So figure out what kind of sports, what kind of movement do you like, and then build up on this routine in 2025. And don't start too extreme. Like if you have never gone to the gym, then don't start by setting yourself the goal of going 5 times per week. This will probably not work. This will overwhelm you. This is not in alignment with your current schedule, and this is just too much. Start by going 1 to 2 times per week and see how you can increase the number of workouts that you get in, so that you can do it your pace and that you don't feel overwhelmed, but just proud of yourself that you're starting with this routine. This is something that I can really recommend to you. Movement is super important for everyone here. And then also nutrition, right? It is so important for your body, for your brain, for everything, that you fuel yourself properly. And by this, of course, I mean in a non-restrictive way. What I want to do much more is focusing on whole foods and really eating less processed food, because whole foods are so much better for us and for our brains, and we need this brain capacity, right, to build our dream life. So fuel your body properly. You will have so much more energy to pursue your dreams. If you only eat junk food, you will feel tired, your skin will break out, you will feel uncomfortable, and this is just not worth it. Of course, balance is the most important thing. I always try to follow this like 80-20 rule. In 80% of the time I'm trying to eat healthy, nutritious, whole foods, but in 20% of the time I also allow myself to go out for dinner with friends or have a few drinks or eat chocolate or whatever. Life is too short to restrict, and I really don't want you to restrict. I just want you to be conscious about what you put into your body, what you fuel your body with, and I want you to focus on nutritious, whole, high quality foods instead of eating junk food in 80% of the time. This is what I mean, right? So always take it with a pinch of salt. I don't want anyone here to restrict or to feel bad if they eat a piece of chocolate. That's not what I want. I just want you to be conscious and find this balance for yourself. So these have been my, I guess, 5 most important tips that I am also going to follow until the end of 2024. Guys, let's do this together. Let's level up. The weather is so bad right now, so we have the time, at least in Munich here, it's very bad, it's pouring. So we have the time in fall and winter to sit down, to create this vision for ourselves and then to act up on it, right? Planning and like talking to ChatGPT about it, creating vision boards and so on is great, but you also have to take action. Take those last 3 months, see what works for you, what maybe doesn't work for you, where you have to switch some habits, maybe replace them for others, implement more healthy habits into your life, see which kind of movement you like, see which kind of foods you like, build maybe your go-to recipes that you cook almost every week. Really use this time to plant the seeds for a successful 2025, and I'm so much looking forward to doing this together. Please always update me on your progress. Let me know. I could also always use some inspiration from you guys, so I'm not only here to inspire you, I'm also here to take your inspiration. So write it down in the comments. What are you going to do to create the best version of yourself in 2025? And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, to like my video, and as I said, let's also connect on Instagram and do this Q4 weekly challenge together. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm very much looking forward to welcoming you back in my next YouTube video. Bye bye!